So first we have to find the veins in the prawns. King prawns have got veins on the inside of the circular part. So we need to get a sharp knife and take this out. So you do it like this. Take your knife and gently scour down and then flick under and get that vein out. You'll see the blue vein. You want to get it all the way out because we don't want to eat that. That's full of poo and nasty stuff. So we need to do this with each king prawn. This is a labor of love. Well, if you want to have a tasty prawn curry, then you definitely need to get rid of these veins. They're the intestine of the prawn. So let's get rid of all of them. Now that they're all gone and we've washed them again, we're now gonna season our prawns. So we've got curry powder, Madras hot curry powder. We're gonna put 2 tablespoons of this Madras curry powder onto the prawns. We've got some coriander. Going to put a couple of tablespoons of that in. We've got some turmeric. We're going to put a teaspoon of that in. And we've got some garlic granules. We're going to put 2 teaspoons of that in. About a teaspoon of salt, a couple of dashes of soy sauce, and we're going to stir this around and get all the prawns coated. Once they're all nice and coated, we'll leave them and move on to the onions. So we're going to fry some chopped onions.
We have Gordon Ramsay in the house here.
We want to fry these down so they're nice and rough.
Jamie Oliver on the scene. Bandang Kitchen and Corporation.
We want to add some garlic into our prawns. Give that a nice stir around. Let's have a look at our dough for our naan breads. Coming along nice. So we're going to chop some tomatoes, 1 whole tomato, or if you're using cherry tomatoes, I'd use about 6. Going to add some curry powder to our onions, 2 tablespoons, stir that in and let that cook out. We're going to let that cook down. Then we're going to add the tomatoes. Stir it all together. We're going to leave that to cook down whilst we prepare our mushrooms. So it's nicely bubbling away. We want to add a little water to it because we're trying to make a sauce. We need to make our sauce cook down a little before we add our prawns to it because we don't want our prawns to become tough. And if we put them all in at the same time, the prawns will cook before the onions and the tomato and the curry has had a chance to cook down and make a nice sauce. So we leave that and come back to it when it's created a nice curry sauce. Everything's breaking down nicely. So now back to our prawns. So we've got a nice thick consistency sauce. I'm going to tip our prawns in. Give them a nice stir around. While that's cooking down, we're going to get our mushrooms and start adding them in. Cut these into like quarters. We've added our green beans and we've added our mushrooms. Now we're frying our naans. No oil, just dry. And this is the finished result.